The subtle body, also known as the aura, is an energy field that surrounds the physical body. It's a field of vital energy that we can attune ourselves to and tap into tremendous conscious power. Being sensitive to this subtle field of energy is the goal of many spiritual practices. Mastery of the subtle body allows us to enhance our senses and emotional awareness, think sharply, and ultimately develop heightened intuition and psychic abilities. Across cultures and throughout history, humanity has sought to understand and harness this subtle power, calling it by various names: prana in India, ki in China, and orone in modern Western science. Once you gain gnosis that confirms you have the power to control this subtle field of energy, working miracles becomes a matter of practice and focused attention. So, how do you gain power over your reality by turning your attention to your subtle body? How can you influence your surroundings merely by charging the energy field that surrounds your body? Let's find out more. From the explosive genesis of the Big Bang to the delicate dance of particles on the quantum scale, the universe exhibits an inclination towards forming complex order amidst chaos. Energy stands as the bedrock of existence, manifesting in myriad forms, from the warmth of sunlight on your skin to the unseen waves of electromagnetism transmitting information across vast distances. While material science meticulously dissects the mechanics of energy, occult and mystical sciences dive deeper into the more subtle dimensions. These subtle dimensions can be accessed by focused attention. Energy flows where attention goes. Known by diverse names like the fifth element, ether, ki, prana, or orone, this vital force saturates every living entity, imbuing life with form and force. It serves as the catalyst for consciousness, the pulsing current coursing through our bodies, and the intangible bond linking us to the cosmos. Far from static, this vital force embodies dynamism, perpetually seeking more sophisticated forms of expression. Some philosophers call it the body without organs, in a perpetual state of flux and transformation, a state of becoming and overcoming. This life force encapsulates a foundational principle of the universe, which we call anti-entropy, the counterforce to entropy, which is disorder and decay. The same principle applies to you right now. There's a field of energy surrounding you that maintains order in your reality. The phenomenon of the human body emitting a biomagnetic field, often referred to as the aura, is well documented. This field, which can be visualized through techniques like Kirlian photography, fluctuates in response to emotional states and overall health. Such fluctuations hint at a possible link between internal energy and its external manifestations, particularly in influencing mood. Notice how some people are just delightful to be around even if they don't talk or do anything. You might be one of those people. Another sign is pets being more comfortable around some people. You can call it charisma, and it's just something that some people are born with, but that's not the right mindset if you want to develop the ability to regulate your subtle body. In the 18th century, German physician Franz Mesmer recognized the significance of this life force. Though dismissed by mainstream scientific thought, Mesmer laid the groundwork for further exploration into this realm. He introduced the concept of animal magnetism, which he learned how to influence for therapeutic purposes. So, how can you, too, harness this power over your subtle body and even change your surroundings and people around you? Wilhelm Reich, originally a psychoanalyst who later ventured into natural science, conducted extensive research into what he termed orone, an energy field he believed to be ubiquitous and pulsating. Reich's concept of orone drew parallels to the Eastern notions of prana and ki, as well as Mesmer's concept of animal magnetism. Reich explained, the discovery of orone energy was made through consistent, thorough study of energy functions, first in the realm of the psyche and later in the realm of biological functioning. To grasp Reich's discovery, it's essential to understand the intellectual climate of his time. During the early 20th century, Freudian psychoanalysis dominated psychological thought. However, Reich diverged from Freud, asserting that physical expressions such as breathing patterns and muscular tension provided insights into emotional barriers and reactions to trauma. He noted, once we open up to the flow of energy within our body, we can also open up to the flow of energy in the universe. Whether labeled as prana, chi, or orone, the central idea is simple. It's a subtle, dynamic energy that breathes life into existence and drives its continuous evolution. You can call it love, for lack of a better universal term. All is full of love. It's all around you. And as a conscious being, you have the power to influence this energy by focusing your attention. Again, energy flows where attention goes. Our breath acts as a conduit between the tangible and the intangible, drawing in not only oxygen, but also the vital essence of life itself. The Hindu yogi Science of Breath by Yogi Ramacharaka is a valuable book that explores how we master the art of consciously controlling our energy field. Ultimately, yoga literally means union, the union of body, mind, and spirit, union with the divine, union with all creation. Thus, engaging in breath practices fosters a deeper connection with our life force energy, allowing us to craft personalized techniques that allow us to tap into powerful states of consciousness where we have tremendous control over our surroundings. Prana, which is what the vital energy is called in yoga practices, is described as the very essence of motion and energy, permeating all living beings and distinguishing them from inert matter. It serves as the dynamic principle of life, sustaining existence from its simplest forms to the most complex and sophisticated expressions of consciousness. Through disciplined breathwork, you can tap into prana, storing it within your brain and nerve centers for future use. This reservoir of spiritual power can be accessed by adept practitioners to enhance physical well-being, awaken dormant faculties, and attain heightened states of awareness. The understanding of prana challenges conventional Western paradigms, pushing against materialism and reductionism. As Yogi Ramacharaka aptly states, prana is in the atmospheric air, but it is also elsewhere, and it penetrates where the air cannot reach. The respiratory system, as explained in the book, is a marvel of organic engineering. It involves the harmonious interplay of various muscles and anatomical structures, including the lungs, diaphragm, ribs, and chest cavity. The whole body expands, and contracts around the lungs, creating a vacuum that draws in air. Your core muscles, especially the diaphragm, serve as a crucial separator between the lower and upper body. The book highlights the importance of breathing through the nose over mouth breathing. The nostrils play the role of nature's intricate filter. Nasal breathing purifies and warms the air before it reaches the delicate organs of the throat and lungs, safeguarding against impurities and pathogens. In contrast, mouth breathing compromises the body's natural defenses and disrupts the rhythmic flow of breath. Yogi Ramacharaka says the refining, filtering, and straining apparatus of the nostrils renders the air fit to reach the delicate organs of the throat and the lungs. The book outlines 4 distinct methods of respiration: high breathing, mid breathing, low breathing, and yogi complete breathing. Let's start with high breathing. Picture yourself taking a quick, shallow breath that only fills up the top part of your lungs. This is what we call high breathing. It's like you're barely scratching the surface of your lung capacity. While it's the default for many people, it's not the most effective way to breathe because you're missing out on getting oxygen to the lower parts of your lungs where it's needed most. Second comes mid-breathing. Now, imagine expanding your chest a bit more during inhalation, focusing on filling up the middle section of your lungs. This is mid-breathing. It's a step up from high breathing because you're getting more air into your lungs, but it's still not hitting the sweet spot for optimal breathing. Thirdly, low breathing, abdominal breathing. Next, let's dive into low breathing, also known as abdominal breathing. This time, when you inhale, think about your belly expanding like a balloon as your diaphragm moves downward, creating space for your lungs to fully expand. With low breathing, you're getting closer to utilizing your entire lung capacity, which is a big improvement over the first 2 methods. And finally, yogi complete breathing. Now, here's where things get interesting. Yogi complete breathing combines the best of all worlds. It involves expanding your chest, your midsection, and your abdomen to their fullest during inhalation. This means you're filling up every nook and cranny of your lungs, maximizing oxygen intake and vital force absorption. The reason why mastering complete breathing matters is that it's not just about getting enough oxygen. You also train yourself to be aware of the flow of energy in your body by practicing this. By controlling your breath, you're essentially controlling the flow of prana vital energy, which influences your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Plus, it opens up your dormant psychic powers, so you're not only optimizing your lung function, but also harmonizing the flow of prana within yourself. It's like fine-tuning the engine of your body, promoting your individual evolution, and tapping into the full potential of what your mind is capable of. That's the essence of the art of energy mastery. On quick note, this practice has to be accompanied by sexual alchemy or transmutation to gain more power, but more on that if you're interested. If you're advanced in these practices, it would be of great service to our younger friends who watch this video if you leave some tips from your personal experience in the comment section. It also helps the video stand out, which means more people finding Gnosis. Join Kairos Collective. Make sure to subscribe for future updates.